Drop a like in the next 5 seconds if you want the level 1000 XP glitch to happen to you. Do you want a free gift or cosmetic from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, you're in luck as I'm now gifting new or old subscribers every day, so make sure to hit the big red button and also let me know in the comments your Epic Games ID so I can send you your free gift. And also, if you subscribe right now, you will be our 1.7 millionth subscriber. Also, don't forget to use code FriendlyMachine in the item shop when buying anything or gifting anybody else, and let me know down below in the comments if you have done this, so I can heart it to show my appreciation for supporting the channel. So as the days pass now in Fortnite, the gap inevitably more so closes in terms of us being able to earn a ton of free rewards in Chapter 2 Season 2, only available until June 17th, 2020. Despite us having perhaps leftover rewards to earn in our Battle Pass, 20 of which you can actually earn for free in this between level 1 and 100 on your screen right now, there's also still the Enlightened Skin styles to earn fully engulfed in a gold plate, for instance, the last one being Gold Agent Peely at level 350, but today we're not specifically going to be focusing on these, rather so some rewards that you won't know of that will only be available to claim now until the release of Chapter 2 Season 3, and despite obviously some rewards we're going to be mentioning being available when Season 3 launches or only when this happens, we also have some very more so limited rewards that you guys definitely won't want to be missing out on. So with that said, simply make sure you're sticking around until the very end of the video today, because honestly, I guarantee at least some of these rewards become rare and you'll kick yourself now if you don't find out how to obtain everything you're entitled to in Chapter 2 Season 2. Quickly before we move any further into the video, I'd just like to remind you guys that if we can hit 50,000 item shop supporters using code FriendlyMachine before the release of Season 3, I'm going to be doing a huge 100 Battle Pass gifting spree to my subscribers, so make sure to enter the code now, because if we hit 50,000 item shop supporters, you're 100 times more likely to have the Season 3 Battle Pass gifted personally off me. The first reward perhaps was what we speculated to be contained in an overtime challenge set at least anyways, which has actually been confirmed not to be coming considering this is our final update and Epic Games have gone silent across social media, but regardless, this agent skin is Agent Jonesy as we have files related to him or strings in the coding, and this is what he will look like as data miners or designers have managed to team up, work together and actually pull into the game. I'm guessing this is going to be releasing before Season 3 as it appeals to our agent or top secret agency theme, and again we have a whole new upcoming theme, cough cough flood, for Chapter 2 Season 3, and this wouldn't make sense to be added then after the release of this next season unless it was in an Agent Legends kind of design or style pack. If you're also coming back to Fortnite or thinking of doing so only around Season 3 or when it releases, come back now, considering if you haven't logged on in a long time or since the final update. We have these two free rewards, being this wrap firstly, that obviously was a collaboration with House Party, and then finally this loading screen, which is a preset when we go on to log onto Fortnite now to obviously promote the newest season, currently Chapter 2 Season 2. Speaking of loading screens, one more so interesting than this initial one we're going to be mentioning that can be gifted to a friend, this is still available and obviously shows an upcoming unreleased skin. Also, another incentive to hop on before Chapter 2 Season 3 is to witness the Doomsday Live event. Now, how is this relevant to any upcoming potential rewards? Well, as you guys know from data miners obviously doing their work of digging into the game's coding, managed to not only pull what the LTM will actually look like in itself, but the loading screen that everybody will see when hopping into the game despite the custom one they've got selected. With this being one that's preset just like our initial Chapter 2 Season 2 loading screen, and this being granted as a free reward, who's to say that at some point, if not for witnessing the live event and rewarded after the game has ended that the live event occurs in, we won't see this free reward of this particular loading screen permanently available to select or have on our Fortnite account. Speaking of the live event, more so linked in with some better rewards that everybody will want to get is the final leak skin of this season called Cyclone, which obviously comes with its own designated back bling, and obviously this is simply Midas wearing the Tempest suit as shown in his introduction cutscene in the agent quarters for Midas himself, and this can also be found at the rig, but despite this rotating throughout the item shop in the final days of Chapter 2 Season 2 or on the day of the live event itself, a lot of players may actually be able to get this for free, considering the Airhead skin that's been in the files for over a year not only came to the item shop last night, but Epic Games messed up the pricing, making a rare cosmetic skin 1500 V-Bucks instead of 1200 that will obviously be recompensated to players, and if you actually end up getting this refund of 300 V-Bucks and already have 1700, you will then have 2000, but if not, there's actually another way you can get this for free indefinitely if you bought some of the previous Deadpool cosmetics from the item shop that you don't perhaps want anymore because you've already had use of them, and this is because of the fact the Dragacorn glider for quite some time got disabled, then re-enabled, with Epic Games stating the following: "We've made some changes to this glider. If you are no longer satisfied with your purchase, you can request a refund anytime before June 19th, 2020, being when Season 3 releases, using the in-game flow. No refund token required. Thanks for playing." As you can see, I have no lifetime refunds, and obviously upon refund of this, if I were to refund it anyways, which I'm not going to, it will allow me to get re-access to the 1500 V-Bucks I initially paid, obviously then making me 3/4 of the way able to purchase the Cyclone Skin. As it's legendary, it costs 2000 V-Bucks. Speaking of skins that everybody's anticipating, I'm sure a lot of you are aware of the Icon series, newly introduced anyways, when Ninja's skin came out in the item shop as well as the Pon Pon emote, despite other skins also like Marshmallow and Major Lazer being pulled into this rarity from what they once were. We now have an upcoming Loser Fruit skin, as also teased around the time of when Ninja's skin released itself on this artwork asset put out there by Epic Games, also in their Icon series article. The Loser Fruit skin, like the release of the next season, obviously got delayed, but we know exactly when it's until, despite Epic Games not wanting us to know this information yet, as her Nightbot over on Twitch accidentally revealed this very early, and people have been able to determine when this was put in the chat or when it was actually revealing certain countdowns. It added up until June 16th. This is literally the day before the release of Season 3, so make sure to cop this, as it probably will go out of the item shop when that next seasonal update goes live. And whilst it may be coming back, it will be coming back for a very limited time or for very limited rotations, considering Ninja's skin only came back or made a reappearance under 10 times, and now it's gone forever. The Icon series has been innovated with not just influencers, but people like Travis Scott, who are international artists or renowned around the world. And speaking of artists to do with this Icon rarity, also involving Ninja previously in the collaboration of Fortnite itself or making the game reach new heights in popularity, Drake had his Tootsie Slide emote put into the item shop, obviously as a part of this Icon series set. For those of you who don't know why this involves Ninja, well, way back in Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 3, him and Ninja went on stream playing Fortnite, breaking Twitch records with over 600,000 concurrent viewers. All the way back then, everybody was wanting the Hotline Bling emote implemented to Fortnite because, or to commemorate or celebrate this collaboration of Ninja and a world-renowned artist, perhaps even more so popular by 10 times than Ninja himself. And even Drake came out saying yeah, he'd be down to do that or allow them to implement one of his dances, particularly this one from Hotline Bling. But this never came to be, and now with the Tootsie Slide emote being implemented, and obviously Travis Scott having his astronomical concert in-game, but now a new innovative section of Fortnite Party Royale, allowing artists and other people to perform either on the big screen or the main stage. Does this mean we're going to be seeing a Drake collaboration or concert displayed on here? It definitely would be cool considering what's going on in the world right now, obviously with concerts definitely being delayed until near 2021, as the coronavirus would be able to spread with people in close proximity. If this comes to be like the Travis Scott astronomical concert, expect some challenges, very easy of which are completed, then actually giving us or granting free rewards. Speaking of Party Royale, there's actually some hidden rewards that we can only exclusively use when going into this game mode that won't pop up like a general reward screen saying that we have the ability to use them in this aspect or mode of the game. Despite the fact we'll never be able to see these in locker legitimately due to them only applying to this particular mode exclusively, with Party Royale seeing no innovations as of recently, it looks like it'll take some time before we see these in-game, and for that reason, with them being in the coding, data miners have came and pulled them into the game early in locker so you can see or have an early preview of what these will actually look like. That's the only information that I've talked about we've had on them currently, despite you obviously watching all of them in a preview form in locker in the background, but this doesn't mean or rule out that they're never going to be obtainable forever in our locker so that we can use them permanently, with more rotating throughout Party Royale that perhaps they'll add in the future, specifically tied to individual characters like they've had emotes for Travis Scott, unique to that one performance, showcase or in-game concert. The next reward is something that will become rare eventually, but will take a lot of time, and obviously as time passes then will become more rare, being this exclusive PlayStation Celebration Pack that perhaps you haven't redeemed yet. Whether you have a PlayStation 4 or know a friend, all you need is simply a trial version which is free of PlayStation Plus itself. It doesn't discriminate against the free and paid version, and then you'll be able to download it to get this skin and the back bling for completely free, and then use it across all the platforms that you perhaps play Fortnite on, more so than this particular console. Make sure to redeem this before Season 3, considering we always see a PlayStation Celebration Pack for each season that releases, and this is directly applied or released for this season now, Season 2. Once redeeming these rewards, you will be in the menu, and whilst you're here you may as well earn yourself Agent Peely's exclusive license or spy card. To earn this, simply follow the sequence of events that I perform here, being the right valve, the left valve, top and then bottom. Next, in TNTina's lair, simply spam this device until it explodes. In Meowscles' lair, knock this toy off on the big cat scratch pole on the left hand side. And finally, in Midas's quarters, simply turn this until Agent Peely appears behind the Brutus painting, and upon doing that you will be met with this reward screen. Finally now, before the video ends, we're going to be going over all the rewards you can earn in the quickest possible way for the Doomsday Live event, or to enter it in style in this Storm the Agency challenge set. The first two challenges can be done in one game indefinitely, land at the Agency, which will reward us with 40,000 XP, and swim over Doomsday hatches, 5 of which surrounding the Agency need to be swam over in total, which will also grant us 40,000 XP, and upon leaving the game that you're currently in, if you did this, you will see this reward screen granting you both milestones of 40,000 XP, which is 80,000 so far. The next XP challenge is to actually just survive 10 storm circles. This is pretty self-explanatory and doesn't need to be done in the same game, and whether or not this takes you 10, 5 or even 3 games, or even less than that, it will reward you upon leaving your final game, whether you win or not, with this 40,000 extra XP milestone, making it up to the total of 120,000 in this challenge set. Moving on to the cosmetic rewards, the first one we're going to be covering being this Steel Shadow harvesting tool. We need to open a faction locked chest at different spy bases, and here are all the spy bases around the map that I went to that I'm not going to be showcasing, just because this video doesn't need to be any longer if it's not necessary. Again, upon opening your final chest, this is what it will look like in game, and upon leaving, when you're notified that you've just unlocked a brand new reward. The final challenge in this challenge set, rewarding us with 2 cosmetics, if you did them also in this order, is eliminate 3 different henchmen at different safe houses around the map. Here are all the locations I went to in order to complete this, and this can be done in the same game if you have a helicopter, but make sure one thing is certain: before leaving each location, ensure you've eliminated 3 henchmen fully, and upon doing this you should not only see each time your progress bar for this challenge progress in thirds, but upon completing it, it will look like this. When you've just completed the challenge and after leaving the game, you will be rewarded with this wrap, and finally the subtotal glider reward. Also in the 12.61 update, granted straight away upon logging on or after for the first time, we saw some additional cosmetics obviously put onto everybody's account who own the Maya skin, being the level 1 battle pass skin in season 2. Here is what that reward screen looked like right now, and obviously if you've not already customized your Maya skin fully and finalized it so it's saved in your locker forever, make sure to do so now, because you won't get the chance to if you haven't when season 3 releases. Anyways, with everything mentioned in today's video, hopefully you guys are now ready for season 3, or at least know all the free rewards you're able to still claim before this rolls around. If you enjoyed or want to keep referring back to the video or get it out there to more people or share it with friends, slap a like on it down below. Make sure you sub to the channel right now with all notifications on, now more important than ever anyways, as season 3 is coming up and there's going to be a ton of leaks, information and ultimately details surfacing every day regarding it, whether it's officially put out there by Epic Games or data miners. Hopefully I can also recognise you guys not only in those future videos to come on the channel, but all of them in the comment section down below, and I'm out. So have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.